get this party started. Lenovian, really? There is no English cast? I thought that there is. Like, if there isn't, I will consider that. But I think there will. I think Scan and Mihu are doing. Scan and Nayoken are doing that, right? And if they're doing that, I'm not doing that, guys. Because I prefer to listen to them than to myself. I could do the Polish cast one. Maybe I could do it just for the relaxation, because I'm not getting tired while speaking Polish. Thank you, Subweb, but maybe I'm doing, but I can't 100% express myself because I can't express all my thoughts perfectly, and I'm looking for words very often, so that's the thing. But yeah, I will be better with it. Like because I started full-time streaming, and when I will do it for like few months, I feel like my English will be much less rusty. Close bet and go new bet. Okay, so this bet was according to the previous game. It was the previous game, right? Or the first game. The bet Mr. Foxhan is here. Mr. Foxhan was. Oh, I like this. I like this. And both players decided to do the same thing. So this was. Yeah, was it? Was it the first game or second game? The prediction over here. Guys. Casinos from game 1, which means that Mihu won, right? Who has advantage if both players are going for the command center or Nexus first, guys? Yeah, Mr. Subweb, it will be added during the actual BSL season. Right now, I didn't add it because I just didn't have time to adjust this to the overlay. But yeah, it will be added. This will be the future which will exist for the entire season. The feature. Hey, Mr. VG123, the first game was won by Mihu, the second game was won by Dewalt, and now we are having the third game. So now the prediction is according to the third game. The first prediction was according to the first game, right? So the second game had no prediction. Yeah, Yulia was banned only for BSL Season 13, so he can play now. If he will behave. But I feel like he will, right? He's a good guy, just different sense of humor. Look at that, this probe is buying time from both of those marines, and this zealot is buying a lot of money for this SCV to repair, right? And second factory. Yeah, Casper is permanent. At least until I decide that I became a pope or something like that. And I have plenty of mercy to spare, but not yet. I don't think that it will happen during the next 5 years. So very economical opening for both players: Academy, Armory, 2 factories, double gateway, robotics, observatory, third gateway. They were already taking the third base. So this is a like, you guys know how do you remember the Gaia or Python, the maps, and when you were, for example, here and ZVZ, and both scouted each other and both going for full drones, no links, because both having vision, like both having observers overload on top of each other. Like, this is the same game. They both guys know that they can't do shit to it out each other, so they decided, okay, 10 minutes no attack strategy. Maybe better. Mr. Mihu is scanning. He wants to know what he's facing. He don't know about this base, so he's expecting some kind of aggression on 2 bases. For example, carriers on 2 bases, rivers on 2 bases, 6 gateways or something like that. And the other option is the third base, guys. So I don't know if he is 100% sure that this base is there. +1 is not started. Like, this is probably the Mihu style to delay his upgrades, and he showed us during the previous BSL that it's working perfectly for him. So yeah, I'm really into looking what Mihu will show to us. Look at that, this is the third base already. He's probably waiting for the scan. Yeah, look at that, he's waiting for the scan and moving, yeah, immediately after having the scan, hitting the observer. Beautifully done, beautifully done, beautifully. Okay, what do we have here? This is only 3 tanks, and it should be enough to defend this mineral only, right? And this is 7 mineral fields. So I think it's good, but it will be also good for Dewalt to scout this command center, because it will give him information what he should be facing against, right? So that's... he didn't scout it yet, but at least he will know what to expect in a few seconds. On the other hand, there are a lot of gateways, but there are no stargates, so it looks like a gateway man. Yeah, look at that. Dewalt knows that this is a third base. So, and look at Mihu. He's scanning. He sees, okay, Templar Archives will be there soon. So it should give him some kind of feeling of timing that when the Templar Archives is done, it means that you can start adding Arbiter Tribunal. So he should know that, okay, the vehicle might be there in, like, I don't know, 2.5 or 3 minutes, something like that. So even though that he don't see the Stargate, he can expect something like that to happen. So what is the plan of Mr. Dewalt? This is the question. This is definitely in a lot of units, and Mihu is just waiting for the attack. Look at this beautiful setup. Like, some of the units are on the high ground, they are all splitted. There is a bunker, there are turrets, there are Goliaths to snipe the shuttle in case of the zealot bombs. There is everything. And this observer is a hero. We need it. Mr. Sonko Super Gosu. Oh, Dewalt is doing it again! But this time I think he ended this attack a little bit earlier. Maybe placing some Dragoons here wouldn't be that bad, right? I think he ended this attack a little bit earlier, which means that he didn't lose all the units like in the previous map, right? Oh, this will be a big shot. Dewalt is already mining from this base, so this is a 4 base versus 3 base. So it's not a bad situation for Protos. I don't think he should be afraid of playing a longer game against Mihu because Dewalt is an excellent player. Oh, this will be great. Sorry guys, bingo. Yeah, this was a beautiful storm, really nicely done. So compared to the previous game where Mihu was able to actually escape with almost every single harassment, this time it worked well for Dewalt. So I think he should be relatively happy. Look at the amount of gateways. He's playing the full. Yeah. I'm the full-time tournament organizer, but he's playing the full-time gateway man style, and there are storms incoming, beautiful storms from Dewalt. He needs one more storm over here. 3 tanks are falling. Beautiful harassment from Dewalt. Look at that. Look at this pressure. This is huge. The map is Turbine by Mr. Minerals. This is a new BSL map. We will use this map this season, just to have some additional refreshment. You are starting over here, you have your second expansion on the cliff, and so it's a little bit more interesting. So it looked bad for Mihu, but on the other hand, I've seen games like that, and Mihu is good enough to come back from situation, and he is right now. So I wouldn't cross him from this game yet. He lost some STVs, he's delayed, he lost some tanks, but it's not the situation which Mihu wasn't been in during his entire career. Mr. Nkubobo, our Super Gosu connector with the Chinese scene, a great guy. Thank you for the support. Again, he today was helping to manage this showmatch, so huge thanks to this amazing guy who also donated $500 during the previous season of BSL. So huge support from Mr. Nkubobo. Thanks, sir. I'm really appreciating that. Those are nice zealot bombs. Mr. Learning Lab, thank you for the subscription, my friend. Oh, I'm learning in the lab of StarCraft. Battle.net. This is how my lab is called. Look at the amount of gateways. Double Forge, 1-1. And Mr. Mihu, he's trying to stall this game for as long as he can, because you need to understand one thing about PvT, guys. There is a moment when Terran has 2-1 upgrades and 200-200 supplies and good balance between vultures and tanks, and you simply can't kill it with the pure gatewayman army. You simply can't. You have 2 options. Either you have to have Arbiter and just freeze half of the Terran army and half fight with the half. Second option requires blending 25 good storms, which is almost impossible most of the cases. And third option is just to throw one 200 supply, lower the number of supplies from Terran, and rebuild the 200 supply again. And I feel like Dewalt will try that, but this has definitely some downsides. Like this option has definitely some downsides. You know what it means, right? Oh, Mr. Burned Toast! Thank you, guy! Thank you, my friend! Most of my toasts are burned. I think it's working well for Dewalt because Mihu doesn't have the second gas. So the pressure from our Russian Protos is real. Like, he is really applying a lot of pressure. Like, he looks so powerful. But look at Mihu, like, despite taking so much damage, he's still able to be in this game and play this game like it's still possible to win. He's still macroing well, he's adding additional factories, he will have 8 in a second. The 4th command center is ready as well to take this base. So I feel like he should be relatively comfortable with the situation he is in right now. There will be a storm? No. Oh, I think it's a little bit too ambitious from Dewalt, maybe. Additional expansion over here. I feel like taking this base is better than taking this base because this base has 2 more mineral fields, so remember about it, guys. On the other hand, you can also scan here and you don't see the expansion, so there is also additional mind play involved with that. Okay, so those 2 dragons will at least scout that the base from Mihu will be landed over here. Yeah, it looks healthy for Dewalt, but it also looks not bad for Mihu. He has very nice spreaded tanks, but I think with this shuttle, Dewalt should be able to kill few of those tanks and deny this base. Let's look how the attack will go. This is 200 supplies from the Protos, which should be definitely much more powerful. I mean, I really like the usage of this High Templars from Mr. Dewalt. He's showing us this is really huge power to have. Like you ability to use storms with your attack like that is like you need to be super boss. And plenty of tanks are still left for Mihu, and there are already 2-1, so it's not like those units are getting worse. Those units are getting better, but also Dewalt upgrades are crazy good. Like 2-2 for Protos? Man, like, you don't see that too often, right? There will be 2 storms available in few seconds, 3 storms even. And those 3 tanks are so exposed. Oh, there will be a hit attack. Oh, those storms might be so crucial. Dewalt knows how to storm. Nicely done. Nicely done. But I'm still impressed by Mihu's determination to try to come back to this game. He's not throwing. Like, sometimes you see players when they see that they are in very, very bad situation, they are trying to throw the game and do something wild just to come back, like just to like put everything on one card. Mihu is trying to play a normal game, and I really respect that.
Revolution Ver is Subba Gosu for 11 months.
Mr. Martin Revolution, thank you for the subscription, 11 months in a row. Thank you, my friend. Ooh, this might be a huge. The pressure from Dewalt is real. Storm? Yeah, even the storm is here. But Mihu is still defending. You can't win against Mihu like that. But Dewalt is mining from Basilion. Oh, there is even an Arbiter over here, so he's playing from Basilion number of bases, and the pressure is real from Dewalt. 3-2 upgrades against 2-1. Mr. Mihu decided not to go for additional upgrades because he's like really lacking resources. He's only mining from his natural. His main base is mined out. Ooh, nice mines, nice defense from Mihu, and he's like Dewalt is definitely bleeding a lot of units. Like, I feel like he's in a situation where he can afford that, but there is always something like you can always throw the game away, right? And things like that can make a difference. Especially if Mihu would like start to secure both of those bases, it would be relatively good for him. Maybe it would be easier. Like actually, both of those bases are similar to defend. I'm just wondering what will happen with the Arbiter, because he will have energy soon, right? Right? Ooh. Nice storms from the world. I agree, Mr. Uncle Cos. Oh, we are doing the hype train. 2-1 versus 3-2. And it's really impressive to have such a big income as Dewalt and still being able to don't have surfaces and still utilizing your units. It's also the really impressive thing. Nice storms, really nice storms. The Zealot bombs are real. There are some tanks on the high ground, but I think with the Arbiter, it should give enough advantage for Dewalt, right? Really nice defensive matrix from our Chinese champion. Maybe he can freeze some units over. Oh, nice storms. Though this mine is really close from doing something sneaky. Really nice storms. And again, their CVs are falling, but I think it's enough SCV from Mihu for me to saturate those bases. Plenty of storms from Dewalt. Like, he's really showing the pure beauty of PvT, right? Like, you can be aggressive, you don't have to play behind, you can just be aggressive, play a beautiful storms, beautiful shuttle zealot bombs, and really play a nice dynamic PvT for 20 minutes. But you also need to have a great opponent, because not everyone will sustain such a pressure for such a long time, so huge respect for both players. He was just checking if there are not bazillion of mines over here. I think this is the best place to maybe try to do it. Yeah, this is great. So all he has to do is just to kill those 3 tanks and this base will be killed. Very nice defensive matrix from Mihu. It saved a lot of time for him. The unit was able to deal a lot of damage, but I feel like this is just too much of a Protos. The storms are very powerful and they are killing so many SCVs. And with those dragoons and plenty of more reinforcements, I feel like this is the beginning of the end for our Chinese champion. Dewalt is showing us some incredible performance. And guys, if you haven't signed up, in 2 hours the BSL Season 14 ladder tournament will start. So if you played 20 games on BSL Season 14 nickname, please sign up, because it's open for everyone. You can win some cash. There will be even the lottery for the players who didn't give any wall covers, as every tournament. $5 prize pool. Nice stasis. Zealots are strong, right? Especially with those units, with those upgrades. Nicely, really nicely done. GG from Mr. Mihu. Okay, the map is good night, guys. Ooh. Mihu, the current BSL champion, the Chinese Flash. And this is the best Russian Protos. The Russian Bisu, Dewalt. Reset Casino. Ooh, okay guys. Someone will be out of cash. Okay, so you are the current BSL champion, and you are losing 2-1 against the guy who you won against in the finals of previous season. What do you change in your playstyle? Do you change anything? Like, what mistakes do you try to eliminate? What is your think process? What is your approach to this map? Those are the questions that probably Mihu is asking himself. And the same thing goes to Dewalt. Mr. Nkubobo, I am lucky guy to have you guys here, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do what I love and have a support from people who I love. So you guys made it possible for me, so thank you very much. Now you will definitely answer. This guy can't have it that good because of me. Unfollow. So yeah, thanks guys for being here. I'm really appreciating that for all those years. Probably I wasn't able to say too much, especially during the last seasons when I wasn't casting, but I was just opsing and producing the games. But yeah, thanks guys. Okay, so normal game from both players. The map is Good Night, which means the map we decided to replace Revolver with. So Revolver is replaced with Good Night. Okay. So 1-0 pressure. Sorry guys. I need to save my voice. There is like 6 more hours of casting minimum for me today. Okay, so the pressure with the probe is real. Look at this. He killed half of the marine with this probe. But nice target fire from Mihu. I really think that this is very important to try to kill this this probe, because this probe is dealing plenty of damage. Really plenty of damage. This time, this Dewalt didn't kill anything. Like compared to the previous game, Mr. VRF, Mr. Revolution, I will be casting it too. This is a full game with 0. Nice micro from both players, I would say. But Dewalt was able to kill those wounded marines. I think he can escape with this Zealot, right? I really like this scouting from Mihu. Now he knows, okay, the range is incoming, there is no Citadel of Adun, there is no robotics facility. Oh, he should target fire this one, right? Okay, so we're going to have pretty similar stuff from both players. Fast expansion. Okay, phase disruptor. There is no range yet, right? So he would be able to do it relatively easy with the range. But now with the tank and plenty of marines, probably the siege more. I don't know, like usually you go for the mines, because mines give you an option to also defend against Dark Templars and also pushing away dragoons until the Observer will be there. So mines are not a good bad option, but look at this pressure. Like, Mihu knows his stuff. Like, really knows when he can apply pressure, on what situation he is like, right? I wouldn't know that after losing like those Paris Marines and having Protos played what he played, I will be able to push out with 5 Marines in one tank. But he knew that, so that's the indicator of Ghost player, right? Mr. Dewaltinho, the Russian Bisu, is going for robotics. Oh, Mr.
Deathpart 89 is sub a Gosu for 13 months. Zero very Gosu caster from Poland.
Zero very Gosu caster from Poland. Thank you, Mr. Deathfate. Very Gosu caster from España, from Spain. Español. Primera Castellón, Mr. Deathfate. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Okay, so the pressure from Mihu, 3 tanks and the marines. That's impressive. And he is sending more vultures, yeah. So this pressure is real from Mihu. He don't want to just threaten, I think. He really wants to apply this pressure, and I think 7 dragoons should be enough, right? But there is no observer. Okay, the observer from Dewalt, and I'm wondering if he will go for robotics support bay. Oh, he don't see that coming. This is so bad for Dewalt. Or on the other hand, maybe he will be able to actually flank it perfectly. Those probes are fighting as hard as they can, but they are dying. So many probes die, so the pressure from Mihu is real, and he already changed something compared to the previous game. This early aggression from his side applied a lot of pressure and dealt a lot of damage towards Dewalt, which already changed the scenario of this game compared to the previous one. This small push, which doesn't look so powerful, doesn't look so threatened, he really dealt a lot of damage. On the other hand, Mihu lost all of his tanks, so maybe with the shuttle drop and the slot there is some timing attack that Dewalt can do, but I think this is very comfortable position for Dewalt, especially after losing all those probes. Like, Dewalt number of probes is not bad, but I think he would want to have a little bit bigger advantage than he has right now. Well, Mr. Kubobo, this is a very interesting cultural detail. But yeah, in Poland we are also not refusing to drink while celebrating the New Year's Eve. Okay, additional gateways from the world. Ooh, look at this. Kącik rozkoszy. Yeah, the corner of leisure.
To underscore creativity is Suba Gosu for 17 months. Hi Dawid, Zich Power Genia W Samazay Trudnanu W StarCraft. Jackie Jest Najlepsi Sposob, Abby C Pomik Pre TYM.
Oh, Mr.
Paździor
Creative.
Chris.
Thank you very much, Mr. Creative. Mr. Creative asked what is the best way to help me with me being the full-time streamer, full-time tournament organizer. Like, it depends what kind of support. You can help us with graphics, animation, making highlights, doing some promotion posts. You can help by just liking, subscribing, and commenting every post we are doing. You can also become the Patreon of BSL. I think this is the best, the financial way of supporting, besides donating. So yeah, I feel like there are many ways. If you are not talking about the financial support, I feel like the following everything and watching everything. So thank you, Mr. New York City Besta. Thank you for the subscription, my friend. And look at the supplies, guys. It's the similar. Like, so the early aggression from Mihu was powerful enough. Oh, look at this. The scans discovered all of that. But this early aggression from Mihu, he was able to apply so much pressure that he's having 10 supply advantage, and he's already making upgrades from 2 armories, having 5 factories. I'm pretty sure there is some crazy timing attack he's waiting for. So yeah, maybe I will just give the link to the Patreon, because maybe you guys don't see, but this is the link to the Patreon. So, and this is the information about me. So if you want to have some more details. Okay, so the pressure from Mihu is, I think, too powerful, right? There are no speed zealots, and the army from Dewalt is splitted. I think he's buying a lot of time. I really like that he's trying to make it crazy, but I hope it will not be unadvantageous for him. Maybe he will try to cut reinforcement with this. This arbiter should buy him some time. How much energy? But Mihu will have 3 scans available. 1-0 against 1-0. This base is already mining, so all the probes are in great danger. I really like cutting those reinforcements, but this drop might also really like deal a lot of damage to Dewalt. Okay, so Dewalt is attacking with plenty of dragoons. He wants to clear the tanks first, but I think the target fire from Mihu is really great. But with those zealots, he should be able to defend it, but the Nexus falls, so this was a successful attack from Mihu, but on the other hand, he is losing really great chunk of tanks, which he was building with only one machine shop, so this is really powerful for him, but on the other hand, he's dropping, and this drop is already here, there are plenty of probes there. I don't know if Dewalt will realize that this is happening. There is a reaction from the zealots, but the probes will die, so really nicely done from Mihu. He's playing as much pressure as it's possible, and he's securing his own mineral only, so beautifully done by our Chinese champion. But I think they will defend it well, right? Like he didn't lose too much, right? He didn't. First of all, he defended. He killed all those tanks. He also defended all this pressure. He didn't lose too many probes because those probes survived. He still has the speed for the zealots. +1 upgrades. The only thing I'm wondering about is maybe the amount of gateways. Yeah, it's only 10 for now. And also the thing that Mihu is already having 2-1. Yeah, this is probably the biggest fact. Oh, this might be a recall, but look at that. Mihu is getting ready for it, and I think 3 turrets should be enough to snipe this one arbiter with this barracks, especially. Okay. I would want. Look at that. This is a clear path from this direction. But Dewalt wants to do it from here, and yeah, he knows. Okay, will not work. And the harassment from Mihu again, beautiful harassment. He's showing us how great of a player he is. Really. I'm very happy because both of the players are showing that to us. But like Mihu is down 1 game, and he was under the pressure of showing us what he's capable of doing, and he's really showing that to us, so I'm very happy. 2-1 upgrades, and 3-2 is on the way, guys. So 3-2 Terran army. Oh, it's so powerful. Maybe he wants to force. Oh no forcing scan because there is already science vessel, right? By the way, guys, are you playing BSL already? Because it's very important to play. Okay, so from 4 bases from Dewalt, so his economy is healthy as Mihu's. This might be a nice recall, I think. Oh, but the EMP will be real, right? Yep, there is no High Templar over here, and only 3 Dragoons, so all those Zealots will die like in 3 seconds. The Vultures are the Zealot villains. So Mihu is scanning everything. He don't want to miss anything. So nice defense from our Chinese Terran. He's adding more factories to the game. Additional dropship. Like having a drop in these circumstances is great because you can't send reinforcements easily to those pylons. So placing 2 tanks over here like basically denies mining from this expansion for a few minutes. Dewalt. Oh, look at this! This is a beautiful snipe from Dewalt. Nicely done. Great catch. And finally the unit, which is very badly needed. Oh, Mr. Creative! He's supporting the BSL project with his first donation of $6, almost $6. Thank you very much for the help. I'm really appreciating that. This is a lot of money. Thanks, man. Oh, we are having the counter attack. So, game great scenario? Maybe? So both bases from Mihu are dead, but it looks like he has just a little bit too much units. But on the other hand, maybe a good recall over here with the flank would kill it. Like, it's impressive, but it's still possible for Dewalt, I feel like. Yeah, I know what you mean, Mr. Creative. Yeah. It's the first donation since I decided to be a full-time tournament organizer. Okay, so maybe some storms. Okay, some great reinforcements from great reinforcements catch from the wall, but it still feels like a little bit too much from Mihu. Nice micro from the wall. Look at the supplies, it's getting closer. There is 200 energy for the world, so it's not like it's unbeatable, bestable, or you can call it however you want, but there are plenty of reinforcements, so if the world want to kill this army, he should do it now, because when the reinforcements will join it, it will be unbeatable, because the position of Terran is just too good, right? He can try to utilize this, but I think it is a little bit too slow. Nice EMP from Mihu. Those stasis will finish in few seconds, and when they shoot, like it's like probably 3 to 1, and they will be there, so all of those units are dying so quickly because it's 3 to Terran. GG from Dewalt, but he was trying as good as he could, and really, really good game.